Have you ever wondered why some people use dark magic to hurt others, especially those who seem different or don't fit in? What makes someone feel the need to cast spells against a person who stands out, often known as the black sheep of the group? Is it jealousy, fear, or a desire for control? And what happens when they unleash these negative forces? Can they truly escape the consequences? In this video, we dive deep into the mysterious and often dangerous world of witchcraft aimed at black sheep. These individuals, who are often seen as different or nonconformist, can become targets of harmful spells and dark magic. But what many don't realize is that there are serious consequences for those who try to manipulate or harm others through such means. The universe, with its natural laws, has a way of balancing things out. Karma, in particular, plays a big role in delivering justice when dark forces are at play. We'll explore why people choose to attack others with witchcraft and the motivations behind it. But more importantly, we'll look at how this negative energy eventually turns back on the one who casts it. Whether it's through personal loss, psychological breakdowns, or spiritual struggles, those who engage in dark magic often find themselves trapped in the very web they tried to weave around someone else. Join us as we uncover the hidden dangers of using witchcraft against a black sheep and how karma works in mysterious ways to set things right. If you've ever felt like the odd one out or have been affected by negative energy, this video will offer insight into the power of resilience, healing, and the ultimate justice that comes with staying true to yourself. Karma is a powerful force that is often described as the universe's way of balancing things out. It is like a natural law where every action has a consequence, whether good or bad. When someone uses witchcraft or dark magic to harm another person, especially someone who is seen as a black sheep or an outsider, they are creating negative energy. This negative energy doesn't just disappear, it has to go somewhere, and often it ends up coming back to the person who created it in the first place. Imagine karma as a boomerang. When you throw it out into the world, it circles back around to you. If you send out good energy, you'll receive good energy in return. But if you send out harmful dark energy, like casting a spell to hurt someone, that energy will eventually return to you, sometimes with even more force. This is the unseen force of karma at work. For people who use witchcraft to hurt others, especially those who are vulnerable or different, they might feel powerful at first. They might think that by casting spells or using dark magic, they can control or manipulate someone else's life. But what they don't realize is that karma is always watching. No matter how secretive or careful they can't escape the natural laws of the universe. Their negative actions will eventually catch up with them, often in surprising and severe ways. These consequences can take many forms. Sometimes the person who casts the spell might experience sudden bad luck or misfortune in their own life. They might lose something important to them, like a job, a relationship, or even their health. Other times, the negative energy they sent out could cause deep psychological or emotional issues, making them feel haunted by their own actions. In extreme cases, they might even experience spiritual consequences, like feeling disconnected from their own beliefs or suffering from a sense of emptiness. Karma doesn't act immediately. It can take time, and the consequences might not be obvious at first. But rest assured, the universe has a way of making sure that justice is served. The more negative energy a person creates and sends out into the world, the more likely it is to come back to them in unexpected and often painful ways. Karma teaches a valuable lesson. Hurting others, especially through dark means like witchcraft, will never lead to true power or happiness. Instead, it only brings more negativity into your own life. By understanding and respecting the unseen forces of karma, we can choose to live in a way that brings positive energy to ourselves and those around us. When someone engages in witchcraft or dark magic, it's not just the person they target who suffers. The practitioner themselves also faces serious consequences. The toll can be both psychological and spiritual, creating long-lasting effects on both sides of the equation. Whether it's the black sheep who becomes the victim of these dark forces or the person who wields the magic, the impact can be profound. For the black sheep, being targeted by dark magic can create feelings of fear, anxiety, and isolation. Imagine constantly feeling like something or someone is out to get you. It can lead to deep emotional distress, making the person feel vulnerable and unsafe. These feelings can cause them to withdraw from others, afraid of who might be behind the negative energy. The psychological warfare at play can make them question their reality, their relationships, and their own worth. They might start to feel like they're being punished just for being different, which can deeply wound their self-esteem. But it's not just the victim who suffers. The person who practices dark magic also faces serious psychological and spiritual consequences. Engaging in witchcraft to harm others often stems from negative emotions like anger, jealousy, or a desire for control. When someone uses magic to attack another person, they are feeding into these negative emotions, which can start to consume them over time. This negativity can lead to feelings of guilt, paranoia, and even madness. The practitioner might constantly worry about their spells backfiring or fear that someone might retaliate. This creates a cycle of anxiety and fear that can be hard to break. The more they dabble in dark magic, the more disconnected they become from positive emotions like love, compassion, and peace. Spiritually, the consequences can be even more severe. By focusing on harming others, the practitioner drifts further from spiritual growth and enlightenment. Dark magic closes off the practitioner from the light, making it difficult for them to experience true inner peace or connection with the divine. Instead of feeling fulfilled, they may start to feel empty or lost, as if their soul is being drained. This spiritual emptiness can lead to a sense of despair, where no amount of magic or control can fill the void they've created within themselves. Ultimately, both the black sheep and the practitioner become victims of the same dark energy. While one might suffer more visibly, the other is slowly consumed from within. The psychological warfare and spiritual repercussions of dark magic show that no one truly wins in these battles. The best path forward is always one of healing, forgiveness, and choosing to spread positive energy rather than feeding into the darkness. Why do some people turn to witchcraft or dark magic to hurt others, especially those they see as different? Understanding the motivations behind these harmful actions can help us see how negative energy works and why it eventually backfires on those who use it. People who target others with witchcraft usually have deep emotional reasons for their actions. One common reason is jealousy. When someone sees another person, especially a black sheep, standing out in a way that they cannot, it can stir up feelings of envy. They might feel threatened by the black sheep's uniqueness, talent, or independence. Instead of trying to improve themselves, they resort to witchcraft, thinking they can bring down the person they envy by using dark forces. Another strong motivation is fear. People are often afraid of what they don't understand. Black sheep are usually different from the crowd. They think differently, act differently, or believe in things that others may not. This difference can make others feel uncomfortable or afraid, as it challenges the normal way of doing things. Instead of trying to understand or accept the black sheep, some people choose to fight against them using harmful spells and dark magic. There's also a desire for control. Some people use witchcraft as a way to feel powerful over others. When they cast spells or perform rituals against someone, they believe they are gaining control over that person's life. This sense of power makes them feel important, but it's only temporary. The reality is that this power comes from a place of insecurity and a need to dominate others to feel better about themselves. However, the negative energy they send out doesn't just affect their target, it also comes back to them. This is where karma comes into play. When someone uses dark magic, they're creating a negative force that eventually returns to them. The harm they intended for someone else often boomerangs back into their own life, causing them to suffer. This could be in the form of bad luck, emotional breakdowns, or even physical illness. The universe has a way of balancing things, and those who spread negativity usually end up facing the consequences of their actions. In the end, the motivations behind using witchcraft against others, whether it's jealousy, fear, or a need for control, come from a place of weakness. People who feel strong and secure in themselves don't need to harm others. Instead of turning to dark magic, they focus on their own growth and healing. Understanding these hidden motivations helps us see that those who use witchcraft against black sheep are often the ones struggling the most with their own inner battles. Being a black sheep means standing out from the crowd, often misunderstood and sometimes even targeted by others who feel threatened by that uniqueness. When witchcraft is used against a black sheep, it can be a terrifying and painful experience. However, rather than breaking them, this adversity can often serve as a catalyst for profound personal growth and resilience. The challenges faced by the black sheep can ultimately lead to a deeper connection with their true self and a stronger sense of inner strength. At first, being the target of dark magic can feel overwhelming. The black sheep might experience fear, confusion, and a sense of isolation. They might wonder why they are being singled out and if they did something to deserve such negative attention. But as they navigate through these difficult emotions, something incredible can begin to happen. They start to find strength within themselves that they never knew they had. Adversity has a way of revealing our true character. For the black sheep, enduring witchcraft or any form of targeted negativity can become a journey of self-discovery. They begin to realize that their uniqueness, which made them a target in the first place, is also their greatest strength. Instead of trying to fit in or conform to others' expectations, they start to embrace who they truly are. This newfound acceptance of themselves can be incredibly empowering. As they face and overcome the challenges brought by witchcraft, the black sheep develops resilience. Resilience is like an emotional and mental muscle that gets stronger with use. The more obstacles they face, the more they learn to adapt, grow, and keep moving forward. This resilience doesn't just help them survive the dark magic aimed at them. It helps them thrive in all areas of life. They become more confident, more self-assured, and more capable of handling whatever comes their way. In addition to resilience, being a target of witchcraft can deepen the black sheep's connection to their spiritual self. As they seek ways to protect themselves and heal from the negative energy, they might explore spiritual practices, meditation, or rituals that strengthen their connection to the divine. This spiritual journey can bring them a sense of peace and clarity, allowing them to rise above the negativity and see the bigger picture. They learn that their worth is not determined by others' opinions or actions, but by their own inner truth. In the end, the black sheep's resilience is a testament to the transformative power of adversity. Rather than being defeated by the dark forces aimed at them, they emerge stronger, wiser, and more in tune with their true self. What was meant to harm them instead becomes the very thing that forges their strength, turning them into a beacon of hope and inspiration for others facing similar challenges. Breaking free from the cycle of dark magic can seem like an overwhelming task, especially for those who have been deeply affected by it. However, it's possible to break this cycle through methods that emphasize healing, forgiveness, and choosing a positive life path. By understanding and applying these strategies, individuals can move beyond the negativity and reclaim control over their lives. Recognizing the cycle of dark magic. The first step in breaking the cycle is recognizing that it exists. Dark magic, when used to harm others, creates a continuous loop of negativity. The person who casts harmful spells and the person who is targeted can both become trapped in this cycle of bad energy. Understanding that this negativity feeds on itself and only leads to more harm is crucial for starting the process of breaking free. Healing from the inside out. Healing is an essential part of escaping the cycle of dark magic. For those who have been targeted, this means finding ways to cleanse themselves of the negative energy. Spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, or rituals focused on cleansing and protection can help restore balance. Spending time in nature, surrounding oneself with positive influences, and practicing self-care are also important steps toward healing. For those who have engaged in dark magic, healing often means facing the guilt and regret that comes from their actions. This requires deep reflection and a commitment to change. They may need to seek forgiveness from themselves and others and begin the process of making amends. The power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for breaking the cycle of dark magic. This doesn't mean forgetting or excusing harmful actions, but rather letting go of the anger and resentment that can keep a person trapped in negativity. Forgiving someone who has harmed you allows you to release the hold that their actions have on your life. It frees you from carrying the burden of pain and opens the door to healing. For those who have practiced dark magic, seeking forgiveness from others and, more importantly, from themselves is vital. This step can be difficult, but it is essential for moving forward and leaving the cycle of negativity behind. Choosing a positive life path. Breaking the cycle of dark magic isn't just about stopping harmful actions, it's also about choosing a new path forward. This, actively seeking out positivity in life and making conscious decisions to move toward the light. Developing a daily practice of gratitude, kindness, and compassion can help shift the focus from negativity to positivity. Building new healthy relationships, setting positive goals, and engaging in activities that bring joy and fulfillment are all ways to reinforce this new path. The key is to replace the negative energy that dark magic creates with positive, life-affirming actions. Spiritual protection and boundaries. Establishing spiritual protection and setting clear boundaries is another important strategy. This can include protective rituals, prayers, or affirmations that create a shield of positive energy around you. It also means learning to say no to negativity, whether it comes from others or from within yourself. Seeking support. Finally, it's important to remember that you don't have to break the cycle of dark magic alone. Seeking support from friends, family, or a spiritual community can provide the encouragement and guidance needed to stay on the path of healing and positivity. Breaking the cycle of dark magic is a journey that requires patience, commitment, and self-compassion. By focusing on healing, forgiveness, and pursuing a positive life path, it's possible to leave the darkness behind and embrace a brighter, more fulfilling future. When a black sheep is targeted by witchcraft or dark magic, it often intensifies feelings of social isolation. Being a black sheep typically means standing apart from the crowd, whether due to unique beliefs, behaviors, or simply being different. This separation from the mainstream can make the individual an easy target for negative energies, including harmful gossip, exclusion, or even supernatural attacks. The social dynamics at play can be complex, but overcoming isolation is key to finding empowerment, building community support, and fostering personal growth. The social dynamics of isolation. Social isolation happens when an individual feels disconnected from the community or society. For a black sheep, this might start with being misunderstood or seen as different. Over time, this difference can be magnified by rumors, judgment, or deliberate exclusion. Others might view the black sheep with suspicion or fear, especially if the individual's uniqueness challenges the status quo. This can create a hostile environment where the black sheep feels alone and unsupported. When dark magic or witchcraft is used against the black sheep, this isolation can become even more pronounced. The individual may feel singled out and attacked, making it harder to trust others or reach out for help. The psychological impact of this isolation can lead to feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and even despair. However, this social isolation, while painful, can also become the first step on a path toward empowerment. Turning isolation into empowerment. While social isolation can be disheartening, it also creates an opportunity for personal reflection and growth. Many black sheep discover that being apart from the crowd allows them to better understand their own values, desires, and strengths. Instead of seeking validation from others, they begin to develop a stronger sense of self. This shift from external validation to internal strength is a powerful step toward empowerment. By embracing their uniqueness, the black sheep can turn their isolation into a source of resilience. Instead of seeing themselves as victims of circumstance, they begin to view their individuality as a gift. This change in perspective allows them to rise above the negativity directed toward them. They start to see that their differences are what make them special, and that these qualities can be a source of empowerment rather than something to be ashamed of. Building community support. Once the black sheep starts to empower themselves, they are better equipped to build a supportive community around them. By embracing who they are, they attract others who appreciate their authenticity and uniqueness. These new connections can form the foundation of a supportive community, one that values the black sheep for their true self rather than expecting them to conform. Supportive communities often arise from shared experiences or values. For the black sheep, finding others who have faced similar challenges or who understand their perspective can be incredibly healing. This sense of belonging can help combat the loneliness and isolation they once felt. Moreover, having a supportive community provides the black sheep with encouragement, advice, and strength when facing future challenges. Personal growth through overcoming adversity. Facing social isolation and negative energy can lead to significant personal growth. The journey from isolation to empowerment teaches the black sheep valuable lessons about resilience, self-worth, and the importance of staying true to oneself. Overcoming these challenges often leads to greater emotional and spiritual maturity. For many black sheep, this process helps them develop a deeper sense of empathy and compassion for others who are also marginalized or misunderstood. This growth not only benefits the black sheep personally, but also enables them to contribute positively to their community. They become a source of inspiration for others, showing that it's possible to rise above adversity and emerge stronger on the other side. The ripple effect. As the black sheep gains empowerment and builds a supportive community, the positive effects ripple outwards. They become a beacon of strength and hope for others who are struggling with their own sense of isolation. Their journey from social outcast to empowered individual demonstrates that it's possible to overcome even the darkest situations. In conclusion, while social isolation can be a painful experience for the black sheep, it also holds the potential for deep personal growth, empowerment, and the creation of meaningful community connections. By embracing their uniqueness and overcoming the challenges that come with it, the black sheep can transform their isolation into a powerful force for positive change, both in their own life and in the lives of those around them. The journey of a black sheep through witchcraft and karmic challenges can be a deeply transformative experience. Like an alchemist turning lead into gold, the black sheep transforms pain, fear, and adversity into wisdom, strength, and self-awareness. This process of transformation, often referred to as the alchemy of the soul, is a profound personal journey that turns suffering into a source of empowerment and enlightenment. The beginning. Pain as the catalyst. For the black sheep, the journey often begins with pain. Being different from the norm, whether through beliefs, behaviors, or appearance, makes them a target for misunderstanding, judgment, and sometimes even malice. When witchcraft or dark magic is directed toward them, it can magnify their struggles, making them feel isolated and vulnerable. These experiences can be deeply painful, leading to feelings of fear, confusion, and hopelessness. However, pain often serves as the catalyst for transformation. It forces the black sheep to confront their fears, question their beliefs, and seek out new ways of coping with the challenges they face. This process of confronting pain is the first step in the alchemical journey, where suffering begins to be transformed into something more powerful. The crucible of adversity. In alchemy, a crucible is a container used for heating substances to very high temperatures, causing them to transform. Similarly, the black sheep's experience of adversity acts as a crucible for their personal transformation. The intense pressure of being targeted by witchcraft and the karmic challenges that follow push the black sheep to their limits, forcing them to dig deep within themselves for strength and resilience. This stage of the journey is often the most challenging. The black sheep may feel like they are being tested by life with one hardship after another, but it is within this crucible of adversity that they begin to discover their true strength. Each challenge they face and overcome adds to their inner power, building their resilience and fortifying their spirit. The more they endure, the stronger they become. The alchemy of wisdom. As the black sheep continues to navigate through witchcraft and karmic challenges, something remarkable happens. Their pain begins to transform into wisdom. They start to see the lessons hidden within their struggles. The experience of being targeted teaches them about the nature of negativity and the importance of protecting their energy. It also reveals the power of karma and the inevitability of justice. Through reflection and introspection, the black sheep begins to understand the deeper meaning behind their experiences. They realize that every challenge they faced was an opportunity for growth, and that their suffering was not in vain. This newfound wisdom becomes a guiding light, helping them navigate future challenges with greater clarity and insight. They learn to trust in the process of life, knowing that even the darkest moments hold the potential for growth and transformation. Turning pain into strength. The final stage of the black sheep's alchemical journey is the transformation of pain into strength. The experiences that once caused them to feel weak and vulnerable now become sources of empowerment. They realize that they have survived and even thrived despite the attempts to bring them down. This realization fills them with a sense of confidence and inner power. What was once pain is now strength. The black sheep understands that they are capable of overcoming any challenge, no matter how difficult. They have developed resilience, courage, and a deep sense of self-worth. This strength not only helps them in their own life, but also inspires others who are facing similar challenges. The black sheep becomes a symbol of empowerment, showing others that it is possible to turn adversity into triumph. The timeless wisdom of karma and justice has been passed down through generations, providing spiritual guidance and comfort to those who face life's challenges. At its core, karma teaches us that every action has a consequence, whether positive or negative. This universal law reminds us that the energy we put into the world will eventually return to us. For those who have been targeted by dark forces, witchcraft, or negative intentions, understanding karma can offer hope and inspiration. It serves as a beacon of justice, assuring that wrongs will be righted, and those who engage in harmful actions will face the repercussions of their deeds. The concept of karma is simple yet profound. What you sow, you will reap. This law of cause and effect operates universally, regardless of whether one believes in it or not. It transcends cultures and religions, showing up in teachings from Hinduism and Buddhism to Christianity and other spiritual traditions. Karma isn't just about punishment or reward, it's about balance. When someone engages in negative actions, especially something as harmful as dark magic or witchcraft against others, they disturb this balance. Karma ensures that this disturbance will eventually be corrected, often in unexpected ways. For those who feel powerless in the face of malevolent forces, karma offers reassurance. It reminds them that they do not need to seek revenge or retaliate because justice is already in motion. The universe has its way of balancing the scales, ensuring that every action, good or bad, is met with a fitting response. This understanding brings a sense of peace, knowing that no wrongdoing goes unnoticed, and no one can escape the consequences of their actions. Throughout history, spiritual teachings have emphasized the importance of justice and the inevitability of consequences for negative actions. These teachings encourage people to live with integrity, kindness, and compassion, knowing that their actions will shape their future. When someone engages in witchcraft or other harmful practices against others, they are not only hurting their target, but also inviting negative consequences into their own lives. The energy they put out into the world will come back to them, often amplified. This is why many spiritual traditions warn against engaging in harmful actions. Whether it's through witchcraft, manipulation, or even harmful thoughts, sending negativity into the world creates a ripple effect that eventually returns to its source. Those who target others may think they can escape the consequences of their actions, but karma ensures that justice will be served. These teachings remind us that no one is exempt from the laws of the universe, and everyone must face the results of their choices. Karma is not just a force of justice, it's also a teacher. When negative energy returns to someone who has engaged in harmful actions, it offers them an opportunity to learn and grow. This is the transformative power of karma. It allows people to reflect on their mistakes, understand the impact of their actions, and make amends. In this way, karma can be seen as a guide, helping people evolve spiritually and morally. For those who have been harmed by others, this perspective on karma can be empowering. It shifts the focus from being a victim to understanding that the universe is always working in their favor. Even when faced with adversity, they can find comfort in knowing that justice will be served and the lessons of karma will help their journey toward healing and growth. For viewers facing their own battles against dark forces, understanding the timeless wisdom of karma and justice can be a source of hope and inspiration. It reminds them that no matter how difficult their situation may seem, they are not alone, and the universe is working to restore balance. The negative energy directed at them will not go unchecked, and those who engage in harmful actions will face the consequences. This understanding can also inspire viewers to stay strong in the face of adversity. Knowing that justice is on their side empowers them to continue their journey with courage and resilience. Instead of being consumed by fear or anger, they can focus on healing, growth, and positive change, trusting that karma will handle the rest. In conclusion, the timeless wisdom of karma and justice offers profound insights for those facing challenges. It assures them that every action has consequences, and the universe is always working to restore balance. This knowledge brings hope and inspiration, empowering viewers to face their own battles with strength, courage, and a commitment to positive action. Ultimately, karma teaches that even in the face of darkness, justice will prevail and light will triumph.